Before we really begin Lesson 6, multiplying monomials and polynomials, I want to do a very quick review with you on multiplying exponents. So will you please pause the video? Somewhere in the margin where you have room, please copy these 3 math problems down. And if you want to try them in advance, you may, and then we can compare answers, or I will be going over them in just a moment. Please pause the video. Thank you for pausing. When we are multiplying with exponents, remember you just really add them. The numbers in the front we're going to multiply like normal. Those are the constants or coefficients. I would have negative 48. X to the 4th times x squared means I have 4x's being multiplied here, 2 there for a total of 6 x's being multiplied together. In this one, there's that invisible 1 right there. If I have 1y here and 4 more there, I really have a total of 5 y's being multiplied together. This requires order of operations, so I'm going to copy the first monomial down. I distribute the exponent to everything. I would get 9, x to the 6th, y to the 8th. A power raised to a power, remember, is multiplication. And now I'll proceed on like I did with the problem before it. 12 times 9 is 108. X squared times x to the 6th, x to the 8th. Y cubed times y to the 8th is y to the 11th. That's a big answer, but we can handle it. Moving on to the next one, I gave you a negative number that is not a negative exponent, so we're not going to use fractions. Multiply the coefficients, negative 36, invisible 1, a to the 1st times a squared, a cubed. Oh, this one has a b. That one doesn't, so I will just insert it there. C to the 1st times c to the 5th gets me c to the 6th. That is just a real quick review of our exponent rules. Now we're going to apply them to multiplying monomials and binomials or polynomials. Distribution property, multiply the coefficients. So I would get 12n squared. This is a positive 3, so plus 9n cubed. This has 2 variables. I can only multiply like bases. So this has an invisible 1. 7 times 1 is 7. No a there, so I'll just keep the a. And g to the 1st power times g cubed is g to the 4th. Plus 7 times 2, 14. A times a squared. G times g, g squared. Pretty straightforward, taking the things we've done in the past, putting them into one problem. Now I have a monomial times a trinomial. 5 times 8, 40. X squared times x, x cubed. And it's really like y to the 0, so I would end with just a y. Plus 8 times 2, 16. Carry over my x squared. Keep the variables in alphabetical order. Y times y squared is y cubed. Be careful here. We have a negative 3. Negative 3 times 8 is negative 24. We are not going to write plus negative 24. This really doesn't have variables, or again, you can think of them as all raised to the 0 power. So we would get x squared y to the 1st, or y. Now we're going to do the same thing, but I picked awful letters of P's and Q's. 4 times 2 is 8. P squared times P squared is P to the 4th. And then I will carry down my Q squared. 4 times negative, remember there's that invisible -1, so -4. No P's, so keeping it in alphabetical order. Q squared times Q squared is Q to the 4th. 4 times +9 is a +36. P squared times P cubed is P to the 5th. Copy down my Q squared. 3 times 4 is 12. P squared Q cubed. Nothing really new, just making the problems a bit longer. So I would like you to try the next one. Don't be freaked out with the fraction. You will distribute this monomial to each term of that trinomial. Please pause the video, give it a try, we'll compare answers. Thank you for pausing the video. When I distribute that, I would get -15h k to the 7th. Negative times positive is negative. I just left this as -15/4. Top times top, bottom times bottom. H squared k cubed. Negative times negative is positive. I would get +6 h k squared. Ugly answer, but it works. If you simplified that, marvelous. Okay, we're going to add to it. So we're going to do our distribution first, and then we're going to combine like terms at the end. Distribute -4x cubed, cubed, and I wrote squared, sorry. Now we have a negative times a negative makes positive, 2x squared. I will drop down my 5x cubed. Combining like terms, my base is x, my base is x. The exponents are 3. These are the two I can combine. -4 here, -5 more gets me a total of -9x cubed plus 2x squared. Descending order. This one is very similar. You will distribute, and then you will combine like terms. Please pause the video, try this one on your own, distribute, combine like terms. Pause the video. I will have 10 n to the 4th plus 5n cubed plus 40n. Distribute, plus 4n minus n squared. Now I need to combine the like terms. I am going to write my answer in descending order. 10 n to the 4th plus 5n cubed minus n squared plus 44n. I didn't specifically ask for descending order, but again, knowing where we are headed, we will want our solutions to be in descending order. Here is another one for you. I think for practice sake, please pause the video and we will compare answers. Please pause the video. I'm going to distribute, so 4y cubed minus 32, sorry about that, y squared plus 24y. Now I have a negative 3 I need to distribute. So negative 6y cubed plus 15y squared minus 6. Combining like terms in descending order, I have 4y cubed and negative 6, negative 2y cubed. Here I have negative 32 and a positive 15y squared. So I have a negative 17y squared. Nothing to combine with this, so plus 24y. Nothing to combine with that, minus 6.